What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today's video is going to be about what if Naruto made an Empire Part 2. So yeah, let's get to the video. You see Naruto as he is currently in front of Jiraiya as Naruto says Jiraiya as Jiraiya says, "Hey, Naruto," as as Jiraiya is nervous. You know, Jiraiya, if I would have known you would have came all the way out here, then I would have probably, I wouldn't kill you, more like send you back to Konoha instead of making you stay here with me. So, tell me what you came here for. Well, kid, if you must know, came here to tell you about, listen, Konoha kinda needs you, as Naruto says, and why would they need me, Jiraiya? As Jiraiya says, they don't really, need you. They would like to talk to you, I guess. That's it. So you came here to ask for them to come and talk to me when they banished me from that village a long time ago. Yeah, please, Naruto. As Naruto stares at the wall as he gets in a thinking position, has his hands on his chin as he says, I don't really want to talk to them, any of them. As Jiraiya says, well, if you don't mind, could I kinda stay here for a bit? Konoha is kind of far away, so please. As Naruto says, and if I don't let you stay here, as Jiraiya says, come on, Naruto, I used to be your sensei. I used to train you. Come on, you really gonna let me walk all the way back to Konoha? As Naruto says, no, I won't let you walk there by yourself at least. I'll send some guards for you. As Jiraiya says, great. As then a person goes up to Naruto as he says, Your Majesty, your maiden, because your mistress is coming. What shall I tell her? As Naruto says, tell her to come. It's best if we it's best if we all have a talk, so why not? As Naruto looks back at Jiraiya as Jiraiya says, so you found yourself a lady friend, huh? As Naruto says, not a friend, more of my wife, but continue. As Jiraiya says, so how has your training been going? As Naruto says, well, it's been going great. Why do you ask? I'm pretty much a Jonin level and pretty much many other things. I remember that I also defeated the Akatsuki, but spared the few. They live in this village, well, my empire, I guess. As Dry says, oh, really? Who? Well, that would be Datara, and I guess also Naruto, Conan, and Hidan, and also Kakazu, which is only probably half, of, which is probably half of the Akatsuki, as Jiraiya then says. So I'm guessing you killed Itachi. As Naruto says, no, Itachi is here. He's just in the hospital. As Jiraiya says, oh, why is that? As Naruto says, well, he's there because of his sickness. And what the doctors are doing is helping him get a bit better, but not fully. As Jiraiya says, okay then, how about we make a deal? I'll get Tsunade or probably Sakura to come and heal Itachi, and you can, and you, and you can come to Konoha. How about that? As Naruto says, okay, I'll come, but how do I know that that so-called Konoha place isn't going to try and treat my family like scum? Besides, I am the so-called demon brat, as they say. As Naruto said, as Jiraiya says, well, we can fix that. Maybe, probably. As Naruto says, fine. But I want information on everyone in Konoha. As Jiraiya says, fine. If you must know, Shikamaru Nara is currently dating Tamari from the Sand, and Shino is currently a Jonin, as he is a Jonin sensei. Kiba as well is a Jonin sensei, as him and Hinata are currently engaged. Sakura is currently with Sasuke, and Neji Hyuga is with Tenten, as and also Lee is currently single. Lee currently has a girlfriend, as they are soon to be engaged, and they both like training and taijutsu. As Naruto says, okay, is there anything else? As Jiraiya says, well, Sasuke is currently reached about Kage, or most likely Jonin level, and many of the villagers like Sasuke, and he has returned to Konoha after killing Orochimaru, and trying to kill Itachi, but wasn't able to as you put him under a genjutsu. As Naruto says, tell me, does he still want revenge after what I told him? As Jiraiya says, no. But instead he wants to make peace with his brother and try to revive their clan together. As Naruto says, okay then, how about Obito, the last Akatsuki member? Obito, yeah, he's currently unknown. As Naruto says, it's not that he's unknown, it's just he is currently here, but in a place that I don't think I can tell you. So how did Kakashi handle it? Since I did tell him that his old teammate was still alive, he didn't take it quite well and joined the Anbu again. He also went on a few missions. As Naruto says, that's great, just great. As Naruto says, anything else? What about the Jonin senseis? Well, currently, Asuma Asuma is currently taking care of his nephew and his daughter with Kurenai. As Naruto says, keep going. As well, Kakashi and Anko got together, and Guy is still single, and he still trains with Lee from time to time, but he still also trains with Kakashi as well from time to time. But instead of that, he's most likely other places, like going on missions with the old team that he used to be with, some of them are Jonin or high tuning or mid tuning. I know Shikamaru is a Jonin, so is Neji, and who else is a Jonin? Well, I guess that's it for now until I can remember who else is Jonin other than Neji, Shikamaru, and Sasuke, who they keep kissing their A word up to, because I'm 14 and I still can't say curses, because I think my family watches my videos, so yeah. As Naruto says, okay, well, I guess there's other things that need to be dealt with. As Naruto says, Naruto then says, so I go to Konoha with my family and a few guards. As Jiraiya says, great. But if I'm going to have to know how many guards you're taking, as Naruto says, oh, just most likely 3 of them. That's it. Not that much. As Jiraiya says, really? Only 3? you do know you're in another territory that's not your own, a village, correct? As Naruto says, yes, I know. And seeing as how I'm able to beat the the Sasuke Uchiha, that means that I'm only going to need only 3 people to guard me and my family. As Jiraiya says, well, okay then. So, kid, when do you want to head out? As Naruto says, we'll head out tomorrow. It's quite in the morning, and well, I have a lot of business stuff to do. So, yeah. As a door then opens, as you see a redhead wearing a long red dress with kind of with flowers on it that is kind of golden. As you see, she is holding a infant in her arms the infant as the infant has the mother's hair, which is red, and the father's blue eyes and 2 whisker marks. As Jiraiya looks at the woman, as he's mostly looking at her chest and her sides and her lower half, as this woman is a beauty. As the woman sits next to Naruto, as Naruto says, this is my wife. Her name is Karen Uzumaki. As Jiraiya snaps out of his trance, as he says, oh, so I see you found another Uzumaki, huh? As Naruto says, yes, and just like Sasuke, I'm preparing to rebuild my clan. As Naruto was thinking to himself, as Jiraiya says, oh yeah, you talked about Nagato. If I could say, how was he doing? As Naruto says, Nagato, he is doing great, I guess. Well, Naruto, he's also a bit, how can I say it? He's a bit on the, well, strong side, seeing as how he was able to get back on his feet and gain a bit of weight. He's also a joining level ninja. And I think him and also Conan have their own child, which their child I think is now the age of probably, I would say 3, yeah, maybe 3. I think they're probably, yeah, their kid is, being trained by them in how to use paper release and his chakra chains. So yeah, the kid is pretty strong in his own right. But I would say he'll be kind of as strong as I am. And most likely the strongest in this village. Or maybe half strong, I can't tell yet. As Jiraiya says, oh, that's nice. As Naruto says, you can go meet him if you want. He actually Actually, him and Conan are former ninja. Conan owns a flower shop, and and in that flower shop they kind of sell weapons and sealing jutsu and probably pretty much other things. You can go meet them. That's their house kind of is also kind of a inn. So you can go stay there and say hi to them. It's a pretty nice place. Most nicest place in this whole empire actually. As Naruto says, it's a red building that has a bit of gold around it, so yeah. As Jiraiya says nervously, great, just great. Jiraiya, do you not want to meet your former students? It's not that, it's just, well, me and them haven't seen them in a while, and, well, yeah, I know, but still, they're your students, and that does not change the fact. You should go see them. Uh, yeah, okay. As Jiraiya had left to go see Naruto and Konan, as he already knows that Yahiko is dead, so yeah. As Naruto then says, as Naruto then looks at his wife, as he then looks down to see her holding the child in her arms, as the child is a pretty the child is about pretty much little. It was born only, I'll say the child was born like half a week ago, so yeah, like half a week ago. So yeah, and that was like before, well, no, it was after they had came to the village, so yeah, after they came to the village. As Naruto, as Naruto had then spent the rest of the day with his family or doing work and having lunch with them. As we go to the next day, as you see Naruto and Jiraiya and Karen and their child, who is named Ken Uzumaki, because why not? As they are walking, as they are walking to Konoha, as currently behind them is Zabuza, as they didn't kill Zabuza in this one. He had survived and, well, lived his life ever since. As also with them is Haku and a strange man with kind of wearing something like kind of a kimono, but is showing half of his upper skin, like his shoulder, as it's a kind of a long sleeve kimono showing half of his shoulder and kind of half of his chest, as the man has long kind of red but also kind of orange hair, kind of looks like fire, as the man Hold on, guys. So, yeah, this is when Naruto then says, this is when, they're just all walking down as Jiraiya had asked if the man was a Uzumaki, as they had said no, but if he decides to join their family, he will be. As the man has just been walking the whole ride, looking up at the sky with his eyes kind of closed. Or he would open them sometimes, but close them back when he's got a good view of the sky and kind of where he's going. As we do about a 2 hour as they finally reach Konoha Gate, as Jiraiya enters with Naruto and the rest of his guards, as when they get inside of Konoha, not many people noticed Naruto, but they had saw the whisker marks and the blonde hair and started speaking. So yeah, that's when mostly everyone started looking at the man with red and kind of a little bit of orange hair, as they had thought, he's kind of good looking. So yeah, as most of the people were talking about how the demon brat is back, and most of them was talking about on the man who looked, in their opinion, pretty cute, like no homo, but yeah. As we then go to Naruto, as he is now in the Hokage's office, as Tsunade stared at Naruto as he had stared at Tsunade back, as if it looked like they were in a staring contest. As Tsunade got up, as she had walked over to Naruto, as she had then hugged him, as Naruto had did the same. As Karen just sat there watching the infant, as the man had just opened one eye to look at what was happening, as that was kind of it. As Naruto had said, "It's good to see you, Tsunade." No, I meant Granny. It's good to see you too, Naruto. It's been a while. Yeah, it has, huh? As Naruto said that with a smirk, as he knew it'd been more than a while. So, Naruto, I heard you made a name for yourself, said Tsunade. Yeah, I did, Granny. So, you know what they call me? Yup, they call you the Black Kitsune, huh? Your hair isn't black. None of what you wear is black. But that black mask says otherwise, huh? And I guess the cloak when you wear it. No one is able to recognize you, are they? Yeah, never really wanted to be known. So yeah, because am the Kyuubi brat. So yeah, if people saw me, they'll try and kidnap me and get any information I have of the village from me to you guys. So yeah, never really thought about it. Good. You stayed in your lane and didn't say anything about the village. As Tsunade said, so, what happened to Ken? Oh, well, Ken, he has a library now. He has a pretty large library and many other things. And when you are in his library, you best be quiet because he's strict when it comes to, sorry about that, sorry about that, he's strict. Oh my god, hold on. Go ahead guys, I am back. So yeah, let's get back to the video. So if you was wondering what that sound was, that was a fire truck, because apparently a fire happened. So yeah, they had to go deal with that. You see, so back to the story. You see Naruto as he is currently with Tsunade, as Tsunade says, I heard you found other Uzumakis. So, if you don't mind me asking, who's the guy with the red and kind of orange hair? Oh, he's... Would you believe me if I told you he's Kyuubi? As Tsunade blinked, as she then screamed, which kind of made half of the whole village heard, you could say. As she said, what? As Naruto chuckled as he said, yup, he's the Kyuubi. I actually made a pretty good blood clone, huh? Kyuubi was able to take over his body and take over the clone's body and made it his own and his own way. Kyuubi also likes to be alone at times and is pretty lazy, kind of like Shikamaru. As Tsunade said, okay then. Well, thank you for explaining, I guess. So that really is the Kyuubi, huh? As the Kyuubi opened one eye and said, yup, it's me, the one who attacked this dang village and saw the boy's whole life. One flash in the eyes. Who knew that one man can make a whole difference in one village, huh? Well, I guess people are right when they say little things can do big problems, huh? As Tsunade said, yeah, I guess I agree. So, glad you came back. As Naruto said, yeah, but you and I should know any better that I wouldn't be staying here for long. You do know that, right? As Tsunade said, yeah, I know. Even if it is a little while. Sorry, that's someone screaming and I'm next to my window. Even if it is for a little while, I still want to enjoy it. As Naruto said, great, that's nice. Well, we could talk for the next minutes, so why not? You guys could leave and look around the village if you want. Oh, also, Kurama, you know what to do, right? As Kurama nodded, and as Jiraiya and Karen and Kurama left the office. Hold on, guys, let me check on something. Okay, guys, so apparently I have to end this video quick because my food just came here, so yeah. So, Naruto was... So, you see... So, we go to about 12 minutes later as Naruto is now walking in the streets of Konoha as a man goes up to Naruto as he says, oh look, it's the demon brat. Why are you here? As Naruto says, your Hokage invited me here, and I couldn't have shown up if I didn't want to. But out of the generosity of my heart, and since Tsunade is a close friend of mine, I decided to come. So the demon brat decided to come back to get another beating, huh? Well, let's see how we treat you now, huh? As before the man could even hit Naruto. You see a raven-haired man as he had grabbed the man's fist and punched the man right in his stomach, sending him flying as the man had then stood up straight to look Naruto right in the eyes, as his eyes were dark black, as the man said Naruto, as he looked at Naruto with guilt and as if he wanted to say I'm sorry in his eyes, as Naruto then said Sasuke, as they had stared at each other for a while, as Sasuke then said, let's go somewhere else. A bit more quiet maybe, huh? As Naruto says, okay, let's go. As they had went to a park, which was, I'll say, empty for them at the moment, as Naruto would then say, so, Sasuke, how's it been? As Sasuke said, it's been good. I'm sorry for what they did, Naruto. I heard what they did to you that made you, well, sorry. That's all I have to say. Can't even apologize correctly after what happened, because I decided to go with Orochimaru. As Naruto says, no, it's okay. Besides, if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't have my empire, nor would I have the beautiful wife that I have now, and my child, so it's fine. As Sasuke says, so, you're already married, huh? Moved on, grown up. As Sasuke sighed, as he said, all grown up. But here I am, still here, still a child, an arrogant child. As Naruto says, I wouldn't say arrogant, but a child, yes. Arrogant, maybe. As Sasuke laughed, as Naruto laughed too, as well, a bit. As just as quickly as the laugh started, it ended just as quick, as Sasuke said, after the next word, what Sasuke had said had shocked Naruto. What the frick, bro? Alright, I'm looking at my window, and there is mad black people all going to this one park. Now, I am black, and when normally you see a bunch of black people all in one park, that's normally not a good sign, but it's a whole lot of black people in one park, and you know something's about to go down. So, yeah, I guess back to the story. You then see Naruto as you see Naruto as Sasuke says, Naruto, please accept my apology and let me join your empire, not just for Itachi, but for redemption. I need it. As the words made Naruto surprised a bit, as Naruto says, you don't need redemption, Sasuke. All you need is to care about someone other than yourself, and someone who you can love and possibly have kids with as well. Besides, I don't want my child to be all alone out there. As Sasuke laughed a bit, as he said, yeah, I'll get onto that. As Naruto says, so, who do you like? Pretty sure someone out there must be available. How about Sakura? As Sasuke said, well, I was in a relationship with Sakura, but just as quickly we had started to date, it didn't last long. She had always asked where was I going, and well, it didn't last long, I think, but we got back together shortly after, so I guess it's all good. As Naruto says, well, that's good. Not healthy much, but good. As Naruto says, so you and Sakura are a thing. Got any kids on the way or anything? As Sasuke blushed a bit, kind of madly, as he said, well, one, but don't really know if I can count that as my first ever, reason for redemption. As Naruto said, like I said, Sasuke, you don't need redemption, just forgiveness, and that's it. As as Sasuke says, yeah, maybe. As Naruto says, well, if you don't mind, I'll be leaving now. As Naruto got up and started to leave, as Sasuke was left there sitting on the bench by himself. As this is where I'm going to end with the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.